So we're going to go through the basic processes of what you should do once you get your photograph in. So this is the bit we do after we've looked at our contact sheet, annotated it and decided on which photographs we want to use. Now I'm going to look at two photographs today. This is just a photograph that you might prepare for something like Instagram or Facebook, and this is an actual photograph. So we're going to look at this one particularly because it's underexposed. It's too dark. So the first thing we're going to do is crop it. So I'm going to prepare this for Instagram. So I'm going to click the crop tool, which is this one here. Now I can tell it how big I want it to crop. So you can do it freehand or by typing into this box at the top, I can decide on what resolution it is. So if you're printing it, if we were to print it, it needs to be 300 pixels. If we're preparing it for a screen use, for instance, Instagram, Facebook, website, 72, which is what I'm doing at this minute. I'm preparing this image for my Instagram feed. And because it's Instagram, I'm going to need it to be square. So I've made it 30 by 30, but I've dropped the resolution. So I'm just so as you see now, it will keep the image square, and I'm happy with it, so I'm going to click the tick. I'm just going to zoom in by clicking the zoom command, and now we need to sort out. So you always edit first. Now we need to sort out the fact that its exposure is not right. So you never alter the original image. So the original image I'm not going to touch. I'm going to name it something different, but also so you can go back to where you started. You use the adjustment layer. So you go to the layer menu, go to adjustment, and then we're going to click something called levels. Click OK. So if I drag this over here mid-screen, you're about to see. So this is a picture of the lights and darks in this image here. As you can see, from there to there is no lights whatsoever, so that means it's wrong. Now we could click the auto, which will probably sort it out anyway. But if you want to sort it out yourself, drag these handles in until you get rid of all these gaps and until it looks like you want it to look. And just bear in mind that the school monitors and the printer, so the monitor shows it brighter than what it will print. So it won't look as punchy on a printout. So I'm happy with that. Now if I didn't like what I'd done, I could go to my layers and I could just go delete on the keyboard and it would be back. So I'm just going to go through that again. Layers, adjustment, levels, click OK. And then oh, hang on, my levels palette's disappeared. Adjustments. And then we could click auto, which has done quite a good job of it, auto. There we are, that will do. And then we would save it as a different file. So if I just click to this one now, so this one is a different job. So I'm going to go to the crop tool, but I'm going to get rid of my presets. Oops. So I'm just going to delete them. So I'm selecting what I've put in there and delete because I'm not bothered about the shape of this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go image rotation, and I'm going to turn it counterclockwise. So to be fair, this is a pretty shoddy image. It was taken on my mobile phone. This bit's all out of focus. That bit's in focus. So let's try and salvage something of this image that will work. So I'm going to crop there. Now if we look, we've got the actual grid on it, so we can make it the strongest picture we're able to by putting things on the third. Now we could get away with the square image, maybe like that, if we wanted. We could end up putting the leaf on a third and have a bit more interest going off there, which is what we're going to find. It's still not a brilliant picture, but that's fine. So I've cropped it. And then I'm just going to zoom in to check that everything's okay. So focusing is not brilliant, but you get the idea. And then we go for adjustments. So we go layer, new adjustment layer, levels, click OK. And as you can see, the histogram on this one is a lot more even. The exposure is pretty good on this. So I probably wouldn't do, I might just give it, no, I probably wouldn't do anything on that at all. and that would be then saved as a different layer. So have a go at that on your images.